Hare Krishna. Hello my Indian people. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. This is Ritendra Rathod and I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And today I came with a special lecture. Today I am going to conduct a lecture on basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Akshar Purushottam. This is a book of Swami Narayan sects or Swami Narayan religions. So today I am trying to compare both and I am trying to find a similarity and I am trying to convey the right and supreme message of Srimad Bhagavad Gita as well as Akshar Purushottam Upasana. Means this is a book of Swami Narayan sects or Swami Narayan religions. So before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce about Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is. This is written by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Mahaprabhupada, and this is a book of humanity rather than religion. Actually, this is a book from ISKCON temple, and this is the most authentic source. And I am only consider this book as a book of humanity and rather than religions, because it is not spiritual book, it is not a book of Hinduism, it is only book of humanism. And I am only trying to propagate humanism on basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, because to propagate to preaching of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the best way to morally motivate to anybody, because whenever we are following the supreme instruction of the Lord Krishna which are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, whenever we are following in our life, we will definitely easily come out from the frustration, and we will definitely get a moral values in our life. We will definitely adhere with the moral values of life if we are only following the supreme instruction of the Lord Krishna or moral values. So let's start. Actually, I made my own note on basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and also Akshar Purushottam. So it is very easy to convey the right message to all of you. So let's start. Actually, I made my own note on my laptop, so it is very easy to convey. 1 minute. Srimad Bhagavad Gita versus Akshar Purushottam Upasana, religious book of Swami Narayan sect or Swami Narayan religions. We are going to find a similarity on basis of Bhagavad Gita and Akshar Purushottam. So let's start. Srimad Bhagavad Gita said, means there is a first similarity. Srimad Bhagavad Gita said, Lord is omnipotent and omnipresent. Lord is omnipotent and omnipresent, and all things in this material world are coming from the Lord. Means Srimad Bhagavad Gita said, Lord is omnipotent and omnipresent. Lord is omnipotent and omnipresent, and all things in this material world are coming from the Lord. And Lord is supreme, pure, and Lord is always be present in each and every living entities. And the Lord, supreme personality of the Godhead, Lord is always present in each and every living entities. And also said that if you can speculate Lord, means Srimad Bhagavad Gita said, if you can speculate a Lord, then Lord is everywhere. The supreme personality of the God and Lord Krishna is everywhere. And if you can't speculate the Lord, then Lord is nowhere in this material world. So this is said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Lord is omnipotent and also omnipresent, and all things in this material world are only coming from the Lord. Lord is supreme, pure, and the Lord is always be present in each and every living entities. This is said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's move toward the Akshar Purushottam Upasana. Akshar Purushottam Upasana said that God, Bhagwan Swami Narayan is all pure, Sarvakarta. Means in the first line, God, Bhagwan Swami Narayan is all pure, Sarvakarta. Second one is he always has a divine form, Divya Sakar. Means it is something different. Divya Sakar. Sakar means like a form, or what I have to say, like a physical appearance. That is considered as a Sakar. I think Sakar is a Gujarati word, because Swami Narayan Sampradaya, Swami Narayan sect is only existed in, means not only existed, actually it is spread throughout the world, but it took originated from Gujarat itself only, from the, I think what village, actually from the Saurashtra region. There is a Gadda village, I think sub district of Surendranagar district. I think it is in the Bhavnagar district, sorry, not in Surendranagar. So Swami Sahajanand Swami established a temple at Gadara in the Gadara district, and Swaminarayan Sampradaya, Swaminarayan religious took a birth or originated from the Gadara district. Sorry, Gadara sub district. And further, what Swami means Aksar Purushottam said, he is a supreme and transcendence all, Sarvapari. Means Bhagavan Swaminarayan said, or Aksar Purushottam said, Bhagavan Swaminarayan is supreme and transcend all, or Sarvapari. And further said, he is always present in human form, Pragat, like incarnation. So here Aksar Purushottam also talked about incarnation, also Pragatya, like to come in the form of the human beings, or come in the form of physical appearance. So this is said in Aksar Purushottam, and means this is the first similarity today. Means this is the first similarity till now I have compared. Let's move towards the second similarity. In second similarity, Srimad Bhagavad Gita mainly emphasizes on Karma Yoga. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is mainly emphasized on Karma Yoga. There are the Sakam Karma and also Niskam Karma. There is also Sakam Karma as well as a Niskam Karma. And a Niskam Karma is the ultimate way to make free from the cycle of the birth and death, or get a redemption, or get a salvation. So Niskam Karma, we don't have to keep any kind of expectation and do our deeds. That is called a Niskam Karma. And whenever we are following the Niskam Karma, and the Niskam Karma is the ultimate way to make free from the cycle of the birth and death, or get a redemption, or get a salvation. And also Sahajanand Swami said that the karma is playing a vital role to get a salvation, or get a redemption, and get the ultimate means to achieve the ultimate goal of each and every living entities, or each and every soul. That is called as salvation or moksha. So this is the second similarity. Both Srimad Bhagavad Gita as well as Aksar Purushottam, both are talking about salvation or moksha. So let's move toward the third similarity. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita said about the spiritual teacher. Means Srimad Bhagavad Gita said about spiritual teacher which make a devotees to show a right path to get a supreme God, and how to make ourselves free from the cycle of the birth and death. So this is the third similarity, in which Srimad Bhagavad Gita said about the spiritual teacher or spiritual master which make a devotees to show a right path to get a supreme God or supreme personality of the Godhead, and how to make ourselves free from the cycle of the birth and death. We can only come to know from the spiritual master or spiritual teacher. So Aksar Purushottam also talked about spiritual master or spiritual teacher. Follower of the Swaminarayan Sampradaya believe that Swaminarayan is referring to associate of all the saints which have reached the elevated of the status of the that is a Brahma. As a Swaminarayan does not specify any one specific saint in the sculpture Vachana Amruta. There is also special sculpture of Swaminarayan Sampradaya that is known as a Vachan Amrut. So this is the third similarity. So even the Aksar Purushottam also talked about the spiritual master and also spiritual teacher. From the medium of the spiritual teacher, or from the instruction of the spiritual teacher, we can come to know how to get a salvation, and what is the real form of the Lord, and how to reach the supreme personality of the Godhead, and how to make ourselves free from the cycle of the birth and death, or get a salvation or get a redemption. So means now this is the time to make a final conclusion. So let's move toward the final conclusion. In final conclusion, the main source of the Aksar Purushottam is Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Means I personally feel, it is my personal belief that, it is my personal opinion that the main source of the Aksar Purushottam is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, because Sahajanand Swami, who was the founder of the Swaminarayan sect, was a devotee of the Lord Mukunda Krishna. Hence, he was following the supreme instruction of the Lord Krishna, which are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Sahajanand Swami himself was a devotee of the Lord Krishna and followed the supreme instruction of the Lord Krishna, which are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And he brought a religious principle, and later the follower of the Sahajananda Swami are to be known as a Swaminarayan sect, and also Akshar Purushottam has been written by them. The people who are followers of the Swaminarayan sect, the Akshar Purushottam was written by them. So this is the similarity in between the Akshar Purushottam Upasana versus Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And I am trying to make a right knowledge to the people. I am trying to convey the right knowledge to the people, and I am trying to make aware about the right knowledge. That's why I am trying to compare. And the essence of all the religions is humanity, and there is no humanity if there is no if there is no existence of the humanity, then there is no dharma. So another name of the dharma is a humanity. To think about the welfare of each and every living entity, that is known as a humanity. So we all should have to follow humanity, and also consider a human, means we should have to consider all human beings equally, and means from that we can also establish the egalitarian society. And Lord Krishna here said, means if there is no unity in the society, then I will never establish a dharma in the society. I will never be situated in the society if there is no unity. So we all should have to be united. And for the unity of our nation, for the unity of our people, I am trying to convey, I am trying to compare Srimad Bhagavad Gita with many religious books like Akshar Purushottam Upasana, Guru Granth Sahib, the Holy Bible, the Quran Sharif, and also so many books I have covered, means I am comparing, so in order to establish a religious unity. So thanks for listening me. Hare Krishna.